Good morning, everybody. This is a Thursday. It's hard for me to keep up with days. Anyway, so last 2 or 3 days, well, over the last few days, I've gone 3 times in the Bryce Canyon. Some amazing hikes, amazing scenery, and hike really. Yesterday was a real strenuous hike, and even a couple days before, it was a steep hike, but it wasn't strenuous. I mean, it was uphill a lot. I need to use my walking sticks for downhill for my knees. Not that I'm having any big troubles. I mean, I am a little bit tired and achy today. So we're going to take a break from Bryce Canyon, and we're headed down to Zion. It's supposed to be beautiful. I don't know what I'll do. I did look up last night. There's 2 or 3, several hikes that are 3 miles or less. So I'm planning to do one of those. Like I say, I'm a little bit achy this morning from the waist down. We will see. I probably will take tomorrow off. I'm supposed to consult with the Medicare person. And plus, I'm a little bit, like I said, I'm a little bit achy and tired, so I'll probably take tomorrow off. And I'll sort some of these pictures out. I'm kind of old and stuck in my ways, but I really need some place where I can sit down and have a drink, maybe an appetizer, to sort these pictures out. I can't explain to you why, but it's hard for me to do it in my room. So I like to be outside or maybe in a bar situation. So either way, there's a bench out in front of Outlaw Saloon. If that's what it is, that's what it is, and I'll be there tomorrow sorting out some of these pictures and creating some, what they call them, shorts, whatever they call them, short videos, pictures with music, stuff like that. So anyway, more later, we just started out. Zion's about an hour away. I'm hoping maybe, although I am running late, I was hoping to get out about 7 o'clock this morning. I woke up at 6:30, the time I wanted to wake up. Me and Butters, we kind of hung out. But I wasn't moving very fast. So here it is, a couple hours later. I still hope to have a hearty breakfast. Maybe a hearty breakfast will help me gain my energy. I've had a couple of cups of coffee. I got my little vitamin drink here. Actually, it's kind of a vegetable drink here. My friend Tammy sends me from Costco. So I've got that. I got some water. I got everything I need. I got my little pack with all my necessities in it. What necessities, Eddie? Well, we got what do we got? We got a magnifying glass, of course, and a jeweler's loupe. That's particular to me being a rock hunter. But one thing a couple of things I do suggest. I suggest you always have some water. I suggest you have a first aid kit. There again, my first aid kit is geared more to being in the outback or something. It's got some stuff for emergency, like duct tape. It's got a thing you can use for shelter, and it's got some stuff like that as well as the regular first aid kit. Now, something that's pretty neat, maybe I'll show it one day, but something that's pretty neat is they make these bandages now, and I think they're actually maybe from another country, like Swedish or whatever, but I'm not sure. But anyway, I got them on Amazon, so you can get them on Amazon, and they're sutures. They're sutures, you put them on your skin, they're like Band-Aids, and it pulls the skin together like a suture would. These these are just Band-Aids. They don't pierce your skin or anything like that. But they do. They tighten that skin up. I've tried one, and it really pulls it together to stop bleeding or whatever, help stop bleeding. So I actually added that to the first aid kit that's already kind of overblown for just a day hike. But anyway, so what else do I have? Oh, so one thing I carry with me all the time, I believe in them. I have them in my bathroom. I have them in every pack. I have them in my luggage. They're in the car here. A big pack of them are in my glove compartment. And they're dude wipes. Them things are fantastic. They really are. They help out if you got stuff on your hand. You gotta wipe off or clean. They're just great. Dude wipes are just the thing. And I suggest everybody, women or men, carry them. What else do I have in there? First aid kit, dude wipes. I usually carry a compass with me, although, you don't really need it. I just think they're cool to have and all. I have a big pouch there in the front of my pack, but usually will carry a jacket, especially if you're in a place like Wyoming where it could be down a dirt road. It might be days before somebody sees you, so the weather can turn in an hour's moment. I always have, like right now, I've got 2 bottles of water with me. Usually I'll have some kind of food, MRE, some snacks or something. I don't think today we're going to be doing anything that extreme, so I didn't bring any food with me. So yeah, I always have a bandana. The bandana is a really useful tool. It can cover your face in a dust storm. It can cover your head from the sun. You can wet it, put it over your head to help cool you off. But it can really be like you can adjust it and make it into a sling or even a tourniquet. So, the bandana is one of the most useful things. Not to mention you can use it like a dude wipe. You can wet it and have a sponge bath, whatever you want to call it. So, bandana is one of the most useful things that you can have. I always have a knife. Sometimes a multi-tool, but I always have a knife of some sort. A little pocket knife or a knife I wear on my side. It's just useful to have. You need to start, and I always have some way to start a fire. A lighter, I have a rod and a steel that with my emergency stuff. I have a whole bag of emergency stuff. Some of it I've gotten at Christmas from my stepmother, that in an emergency situation it would be some real good stuff to have. So anyway, we're heading on down here, and I'll make some more, take some pictures or whatever, and put all this into one video, the first time going to Zion. Uncle Eddie Unfiltered. Peace out. One other thing that I want to tell you about, if you're following me on my travels across the country, then I went through some horrendous weather. I had a load on top of my truck. I was getting horrendous gas mileage. With this car, 21, 22 miles a gallon. For diesel. And actually the whole time I was in Florida, I wasn't getting the kind of diesel mileage, the fuel mileage that I was getting when I first bought the car. It was way down. I kind of put it to age. I didn't know. I have a filter light. It kept coming on. So my mechanic in Florida actually told me that what I needed to do was just get out and basically drive the hell out of the thing and it would clear it all out. So I don't know if that's what did it, because I'm also putting this let me see, DPF filter cleaner. I've been putting it in. It's a little expensive, but I've been putting that in there every 3 or 4 tanks. But now that the load is off and all the weight is off and I'm not in that horrendous weather, either the car loves it out here or all that worked, because let's see, looking for a place for breakfast too. So anyway, all that must have really worked, because I'm back to getting the fuel mileage that I was getting when I first bought the car. We're talking about 42 miles to the gallon. 41, 42 miles a gallon. And that is just amazing. It's great. So we're not too far out from Zion now. There's the Thunderbird restaurant. That might work. Anyway, more later. Our field trip to Zion. Just some amazing scenery here. This is just coming into the park. Amazing, huh? So I talked to the girl at the ranger at the station, when you're checking in, and I guess we're going to do the Watchman Trail. It's right at 3 miles, she said. It's a moderate hike, so that's all good. And hopefully my stomach won't eat my backbone out on the way. But it's called intermittent fasting, right? I had a bowl of soup last night because it was so late. I mean, it's only the end of April, and it's already doesn't get dark till almost 9 o'clock. It's when June gets here, it's going to be 10 o'clock before it's going to be getting dark. But anyway, so I had a bowl of soup last night, a big bowl of soup, bowl and a half, and let's see. So I had 2 cups of coffee and then this vegetable drink. So I think that actually technically breaks the fast, but it's only liquids, so I'm saying I'm still fasting. So intermittent fasting, if it's like, let's see, if I'm in here an hour or so, what are these people taking a picture of? People are crazy. They just pull over. They do this in Wyoming. They just pull over. I don't care if they're blocking the road. There's probably some kind of wild animal up there or something. Maybe a goat. All these rocks. Couldn't be no bison, could it? This is just an amazing road. I mean, look up there. So, like I say, back to me. So it's 11 o'clock now, near it. So we'll say 2 o'clock by the time I'm thinking I'm going to go. Oh, wow, that's amazing. There was a restaurant I wanted to eat breakfast at, but I was a late start, and it's kind of like, from what Google Maps says, it's like 45 minutes out of the way. I wanted to get in here before it got too late. This is actually, I was hoping I could get here, like I say, a couple hours earlier. But anyway, we're going to go on in here. I'd like to sing you a song or play you some more New Riders of Purple Sage, but I don't want to get copyright issues on YouTube is a thing, so we don't want to do that. So we're just going to ride in here and maybe I'll sing you a song about oh wow, there's people up there on top of that rock. Hilarious. This is actually a path to it up there. Okay. Well, I think, although this is beautiful and all, I think I'll stop this just to keep it from getting too long. And then we'll start it again once we're at the trailhead, right? Visitor center too. The trailhead's at the visitor center. Look at that, man! Oh man! Can you imagine being the first white man to come through here? No roads. You just have to cross all this stuff, find your way around. The weather, the animals, Native Americans. You'd have to be one tough, you know what, to get in here. Actually, my coffee and my, what that is. My coffee and my vegetable water is actually talking to my kidneys. And my kidneys are talking to me, telling me I need to make a stop. I guess that'll be at the visitor center too, if I make it to the visitor center. That's about 8 miles, 9 miles more. Anyway, I'm just muttering now, right? Like an old man. Well, so we'll see you at the trailhead. Wow, look at this. It's just the end of April, and it's already like this. This is crazy. So one thing, I'm pissed off at myself because I am running a couple hours late. If I'd gotten here at 8 o'clock like I'd planned, then probably half these people wouldn't be here. I found that out in Colorado, going on hikes and stuff, that if you get there early, most of the real tourists aren't out yet. Most of the tourists don't get out till about 11 o'clock or so. You know, they get up, they go have a leisurely breakfast, and then, you know, so, yeah, if I'd gotten here around 8 o'clock, go ahead, I wouldn't have experienced all of this. And I can see why you would want to take the shuttle. I mean, every pull-off, has, except for this one, has been packed. Oh man, Zion is a bust. I mean, there's so many people here. I wish I'd taken a little bit of video at the parking lot. I was just at the visitor center where there was a trail. The lady recommended a 3-mile trail. And I mean, it's just the end of April. It's not even in the sea. It's technically still mud season, you know, till Memorial Day. But There's not any spots at any of the pull-offs. All the pull-offs are full of cars. The main parking lot there at the visitor center, I wanted to go in the visitor center. And the parking lot is huge. I mean, the parking lot is... Well, look at here. Look at all these people coming. Look at all these people. I mean, it's crazy. So anyway, I drove around the parking lot for 15 minutes. People were literally following people to their cars and sitting there and waiting for them to load up their cars and leave. That's how freaking packed it is. I mean, this is a very beautiful place. Yeah, it's amazing. But this kind of crowd, I mean, is it really worth it? I don't know. I don't know that I'll ever come back to Zion until maybe October, or if I can get here really, really early in the morning. Like I say, part of the problem is it is probably 12:30ish now. 12:30ish. Might even be a little bit later. I don't really. But you can see from the videos that I'm taking driving in and out. But it's amazing. I would like to have taken that trail, but I mean, 15 minutes driving around a parking lot trying to find a spot. It's insane. It really is insane. It's a beautiful place, but I don't know if I'd ever recommend coming here. Not with this kind of traffic. It's like being in a big city. You can't even find a parking spot. Not at any of the pull-offs. You see here. Every pull-off. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazingly beautiful, yeah. But is it worth the aggravation? I don't know. Not when I've got so much beauty around right where I'm at. 10 minutes away, I can be. The Bryce Canyon's only, 20 minutes away. This is spectacular. It is spectacular, I'll have to say. I mean, you see all the cliffs and all. But I just don't know. Now I'm going to have, looks like I bet I'll have this big line going through that tunnel if they've got it down to one lane. Man, oh man. People are just pulling off everywhere. Beautiful place. Too bad all of America knows about it. And actually, no, I've met, even in Bryce Canyon, I've met a lot of Asian people, and so I actually gave directions or talked to somebody who was from Germany yesterday in Bryce. And it seems to be the same here. Yeah, there's a lot of different people. There's just a lot of people out traveling. I guess it's a good thing that people have the money to travel, to do all these things. I bought some years ago, I guess when I got legal for it, I got my America the Beauty Pass, so I get to go through almost any national monument or a park or anything like that, anything national park or run by the Park Service, I guess. I can get in for free with this pass. It's funny, the different Rangers are funny. Like the one yesterday going into Bryce, she took my card. I knew a lot of times they'll ask for your ID, so I asked. I said, "You want to see my ID?" She said, "Well, just tell me your name on the back of this card." And I told her, and she went through it. Today, the lady wanted to see my. Check this out. This is beautiful. That is beautiful. Well, the lady was like, "Yeah, let me see your driver's license." So, I mean, that's what they're supposed to do. So now some of these places are, maybe it's because it's lunchtime. I don't know why. Bunch of Asians here. And they, you know, they don't mind their posing. There was some out in the middle of the road on the way down. I'm gonna come again, but I'm gonna come like I'm gonna get here like at 8 o'clock. This is I kind of knew, didn't I? Just planned to be here at 8 o'clock. Yeah, I did. What does that tell you? I didn't make it at 8, and here I am fighting this crowd. We're gonna try it again. One more time. Maybe Monday. This is Thursday, so maybe on Monday I'll come back and I'll come real early. So whoa, here we are. That's it for now. We're stuck in a line to go to this tunnel. I'll see you on the other side. Yeah. I just don't know that this is worth it. Even though it is just like tremendous. Look at that walk. Can I get a close up of that? Oops. That rock wall. It's amazing. But is it worth all this traffic? It's crazy. Look at it. There's already no place to park in there. I mean, there's no place to park. So where all these people are going to go to, I have no idea. I mean, you can go on in the park. There's, you know, it's becomes, because you can go, I guess, all the way to Las Vegas on this road. It's just under 200 miles. I think you go to St. George on this road, but it's excuse me. Allergies. But at the visitor center, it turns into a toll road, and it goes on into the canyon. So we haven't even gone into Zion Canyon yet, where all the really cool places are. Not that this isn't cool, it's amazing. But, can you believe this? End of April. Week, this is the 25th. So, I mean, it's, you know, still a week away from May. And there's, you know, there's very few, like I say, there's very few restaurants and stuff that's open. I mean, Hatch, there's still, there are places that are opening, but man, they're hurting. I got a burger it's been 3 or 4 days ago. I got a burger from this diner, and they said they were open. Actually, I was wanting to drink a beer and work on my photos, and They didn't have their beer license going yet. Everybody wasn't, they wasn't ready to serve alcohol. They were barely ready to serve food. The potatoes I got were some of the best potatoes. I liked how they did their potatoes. They were really good. But the hamburger, I love a good patty melt. And this was supposed to be a patty melt with onions and mushrooms. And that sounded pretty good. That sounded like a new twist with mushrooms. So, of course, I asked for jalapeno. They didn't have any jalapenos, which, like I say, they're just getting open. I can understand that. It's not on their menu. But when I got home, I took it to go. When I got home, the bread wasn't toasted. It was two, smash burger patties, which I think smash burgers are sin against a good hamburger. No good hamburger needs to be smashed. It's just not how they're supposed to be. Flat and crispy. So anyway, these were two smash burgers, cheese and the onions and the mushrooms, and then I also had lettuce and tomatoes on it. At that point it don't resemble a patty melt at all. So I'm still not looking good, and I'll try them again. I'm not going to try a restaurant once. Anybody can have a bad day. These people, I said they were just opening. It might have been one of the first few days. Might have been the first day they opened, but the second or third day anyway. They didn't have all the kinks straightened out, so that's okay, And that's what I'm finding. People are just opening up, but they're really not ready for the tourist season. So anyway, that's my rant for now. We will see. Like I said, Monday maybe I'll come back out here. It's only an hour away. So maybe I'll try to get here way early. So we'll see. But to come this time of day, I would hate to see this in June, July. It's August or September. Whew. It's incredibly crazy. It's incredibly beautiful. But as you can see, this guy's got his ass stuck out the road. There's a girl, she don't care, she can get run over. There's some goats, yeah. That's what they're looking at. They're mountain goats up there. It's a whole family. They kind of scrawny looking compared to the ones I've seen in Colorado, but anyway, that's what everybody's stopping and taking pictures of. Stopping in the middle of the road. That's how they do it in Jackson Hole. Or not Jackson Hole, Yellowstone, I should say. They'll just stop in the middle of the road. Anyway, that's it. If I find something good to eat, I'll show you. See ya. These are all the people at the front gate coming into the park. That ain't even down at the crazy part where the visitor center is. Oh my God, OMG, capital OMG, and several exclamation points.